Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another Marvel Character Talk. Today we're going to look at some cool Marvel Heroclix. Most of these are villains or folks that first appeared in the Fantastic Four, and I got some of the Fantastic Four here too. If you'd like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. We're going to look at them, and I have them in order of when the type first appeared in the Fantastic Four. Let me say up front, this video isn't going to be looking at the cards closely and going by the numbers for the games and all of that. This is strictly appreciating the sculpt and talking a little bit about when the characters first appeared. So let's take a look here. They've got Fantastic Four cover 3 and 12 and 4. Those are just representative of covers. It's cool, the Kirby ones. And then these are later covers. And then these are later, except this one's from the 70s for Thundra. We'll look at the FF last. The Skrulls first appeared in Fantastic Four #2. These are some of the later characters when they started giving them names. Most of these are from 2020, 21. As you see the date on there. Let's take a look at this scroll. Looks pretty cool. I have a lot of scrolls already. I don't think I had these two because these are fairly new. So a different look to them. Very nice. A lot of people enjoy the games. I like to just collect them because they make over 1,000 characters in this scale. Pretty much in scale with each other, except some of them are a little bit too big. See the Mad Thinker, and then the Red Ghost is too big, and Diablo's much too tall. Next we have Red Ghost. Here they show as Super Apes. I have them separately. So far they've only done those once. I have 2 of these I got recently in a separate order, so that's why they're here. Here's it. Look, Red Ghost had many different looks. He never really had a specific uniform, but this one, red and blue, is good, and it's got the little puffy collar. I believe his name is Ivor Kragoff. Communist that was going to try to duplicate the powers of the Fantastic Four using the apes. So that was 13, and FF15, the Mad Thinker and his awesome android first appeared. Sometimes he's more in his green outfit. He's always got some crazy hair, longer hair, or kind of shaggy. Nice looking figure. And instead of, I already have an awesome android, but they came out with this other one. This has got to be from a newer story where they're trying to train him and so forth. So he's called Awesome Andy here, and he's wearing an outfit because normally he was just all gray, clay-like, and just had a little like a purple brief or diaper-looking thing on to cover him down there. Very cool. His block head, a little bit of a face there with the smile. He can duplicate all kinds of people's powers. This is Ramatut. He first appeared in Fantastic Four 19. These are all Stanley Jack Kirby stories. He looks pretty cool here. He's got a snake on him there. In the original story, I don't remember them using that, so I'm not sure why it's there. But look, it's very cool. And of course, Ramatut has a complicated history. He's like Dr. Doom, and Kang the Conqueror went back in time in a specific thing, and this is the persona he took on back then. Again, this was from, I think, 1963, Fantastic Four 19, and Fantastic Four 20. And I believe this is Owen Reese. They named him later, not in his first appearance in 20, the Molecule Man. Very cool. This is a neat one. I always like when they add extra parts instead of just a figure. This guy clear, and he's whipping up something, because he can turn just about anything into anything. Very powerful. He was in the Secret Wars a lot, and Dr. Doom was using him because his mind was cracking up from couldn't withstand the strain. See the jagged look to his outfit? It's hard to see, but on his face he's supposed to have a couple of jagged lines too. Very neat. Side note on the Fantastic 420, Jack Kirby did an original cover that was rejected, so the one you do see as the cover for 20 was he had to do another one. Never knew the reason why on some of these, but some covers get rejected and they had to do redos. This one's a cool one because it has an object along with the character. This is Diablo. Let's look at this little disc here. See, it's on a flat piece instead of the turning thing. And this is his alchemical potions. Very cool. This would be really good. I always wanted to make some dioramas with the figures because I do models and scale buildings and terrain, plants, and all that kinds of stuff. So it would be neat to do, especially when you get something else with the figure. There he is. He's pouring one out. He's in black and gray here, but originally he was more like a purple with the black. And he's hundreds of years old and was set free in Fantastic 430. He tried to change the thing into a more handsome looking thing, smoother look, but his chemical and potions don't last. So he was briefly turning the thing against the Fantastic Four, but that didn't last. Then he came back in issue 35, and this was the first appearance of the Dragon Man. I have another Dragon Man. Dragon Man's supposed to be a lot bigger. I don't know why he's this small in this one, but I wanted to get another one. He's purple here. Sometimes he's purplish gray, and he can shoot artificial fire, generate and send fire out. You look at it here, he's got some nice scaly texture to him. His tail, so he's big and he can fly. That's Dragon Man. Again, he first appeared in Fantastic Four 35, and then we've got a Medusa here in one of her later outfits. I have some other ones. She first appeared as a villain along with the Frightful Four in Fantastic Four 36, and then again in 38. Then they came back again for 41, 42, and 43, and then in 44 she left them, and that's when they started the Inhuman storyline and brought in Gorgon and Black Bolt and so forth, and the rest of them. Very cool. She has long tresses and could do a lot with her hair. And then we've got Claw. First appearance there, it says 53, and that was like 1967. That 1961 refers to the Fantastic Four first issue type of run. Let's see here. This is a neat one. It's a better one, because they had done a Claw before. He's neat. He also fights against the Avengers, the Masters of Evil. He's got that red and purple look, and he's on a little base there. It's neat. Some of these have more of a base colored instead of just the plain black. And then the last one here for this, she was a replacement briefly in the Frightful Four. They never did have a solid fourth member when they had to replace Medusa. And there she's very tall. I think she's from the planet Femizon. And I think it was like 1973 or so when her first appearance. And then she was briefly, I think, with the Fantastic Four. Let's look at this torch. They've done 4 or 5, I think, on each of the Fantastic Four over time. Click started in 2002. That's a neat one right there with the clear flame. Got a nice looking thing here. The standard shorts. His face, it's clobbering time. Old Blue Eyes, Benjamin J. Grimm. Very nice. Always hard. It's going to be hard to see how they're going to visualize that when the Fantastic Four movie's finally on its way. They're going to have casting news probably sometime this year, for the MCU, and here's one where it goes clear, showing her invisible powers. That's Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, originally called Invisible Girl. And of course then she has developed later, a little bit later, and much stronger force fields and powers like that. Alright, that's a neat look at some villains and my thoughts on them, and a little recap on the characters. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee for creators on most every one of them, except for a couple. Until next time, more Marvel character talk. Thank you for watching.